Well, I think every human being has what we call defining moments, which are moments in time that do in a way define their future. And I had one. I quit college after 90 days, and my mom and dad had sacrificed to get me to go to college. And I came home midterm, and my dad walked in. He says, "What are you doing home?" And I says, "Dad, I made a career or a decision today to quit college." And my dad was a strong man. I really never seen him cry. And he says, "You quit college?" And I saw tears kind of fill his eyes. And he said, "You know, you are my son. I'll always love you. Even though based on your decision to quit college, I know you'll never amount to anything." And I'm sure there's people watching this that at one point in their life had something to prove to someone. And that's what happened to me. I went in my bedroom. I said, "I'll prove I can be a success at something." And my uncle gave me a job carrying steel. And I was an iron worker for a year, carrying big bars on my back like an animal. And luckily, my dad came over to my little apartment and he said, "Son, you got a nice way with people. You're 18 now. Why don't you get a real estate license?" Kind of right away I said, "Dad, I'm not smart enough to pass an exam." And he said, "You can." And sure enough, I failed my real estate exam 3 times. Fourth time I passed. And luckily, I started thinking about real estate, and I'd stop at real estate offices and no one would hire me, because I was not only young, but I would come in dressed with my dirty clothes from the steel carrying. But luckily, I finally passed. I finally got a broker to hire me, and that was the beginning of a wonderful 8 years in the real estate business.
And I remember thinking when I was probably in middle school and high school that I really loved people. I really loved helping people, and had a couple of the fast food jobs and the paper route, and delivering newspapers every day and knocking on doors to collect money from people after the end of the month, and thinking, this isn't so bad. But of course, there wasn't enough money in that to make that a career. So I decided at one point, probably just about the time I was getting out of college, that this could be a career for me, sales. And I really enjoyed the idea of helping people, whether it was a product, a service, an idea, a concept, whatever it was, and thinking, okay, I can do this, I can make a career out of this.
Well, we're both fortunate to have found the right place.
Agreed.